YouTube, 2 months ago, we had a pretty significant poll in the channel's history of the Mystic class, and that was the rise of the magical moose. Rentra was not even the top 15 2 months ago, rose all the way to 3. And Rentra was leading at the beginning of this November/December poll to end 2022, but Black Widow Clairvoyant ended up winning by, I don't know, about 6 to 8%. It was a comfortable percentage. But just to let you know, Rentra is locked into that 3 spot. But now that more people have him, it appears that the biggest riser of this month is somebody that, I mean, he's not getting a ton more votes, but he's still getting more votes, is somebody that could knock, we would have to take Sorcerer Supreme long shot head to head, could knock one of these off, and that is Wiccan.
Oh?
Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do, Sorcerer Supreme's probably going to drop. There's a chance Sorcerer Supreme she could drop out to first honorable mention. We'll have to do, we'll take Dragon Man out. First thing we're going to do, just to make sure we don't disrespect Dragon Man, is see with the support that was just given to him if he's going to flip magic. I know Mama said magic all the way. Obviously, we want there to be a 6-star magic easily available in the game. That's a 2023 wish.
I would love that.
Would you go for 6-star magic?
Oh, God, yeah.
That'd be more hype, I feel like, than Jessica Jones. Ooh. Kickrock says, I'm still going magic. Okay. Well,
there you go.
Dragon Man.
I should probably vote.
Chicago.
There we go, magic. Even though she's getting killed. She's an old, tried and true.
She's
great
aged.
Power control. I mean,
yeah. And even a pretty good Suicide Masters champion, given the limbo.
Yeah.
But right now, she's a fallen.
Well, that's okay. I'll still use her.
Kevin, no. 6-star magic would not break the game, just like I don't think 6-star Quake would break the game. And yet, here we sit at the end of 2022, closer to 7-star champions than 6 stars of those champions. Does it make any sense?
Well, we finally got 6-star Scarlet Witch.
And she hasn't broken the game.
No.
All right, y'all. Well, after 30 votes, we have a 30% roll. They swapped, so now we have to do bonus poll. I know we love bonus polls. See how far she goes. But I think a lot of people are like you. After the top, they're good if people vote a certain way. But this is going to be a fun poll. I think this is going to be an extremely close poll. Because it was last time. We're also 11 likes away from 50. Let's see if we can hit that 50 like button. It's still free.
Do it.
DRC's a big believer in Dragon Man. Oh, Dragon Man comes out swinging to start off against Black ISO Store Scarlet Witch. We'll see. Y'all,
I love Black ISO Store Scarlet Witch. She's freaking awesome.
She's actually worth the Black ISO Store.
She actually is. I have her, and I awakened her.
Oh my gosh. So far, the theme of this, it's the rise of Dragon Man. Still up 20% through 30 votes. We got to get to 40, though. Jose loves cornering his enemy. Jose, I'm learning a lot about you tonight. I also do think that there's some level of loyalty to not having to go through a paywall to get a champion. Kabam promised us basically by now that Black ISO Store Scarlet Witch would be in other aspects of the game, even things like incursion crystals, but that has not been the case. All right, we reached 30 votes. We have seen enough to call it. Dragon Man has jumped up another spot.
Yay.
All right, this is another really important poll because now we get to the nitty gritty, you know?
Yeah.
It's also windy. We'll see where the ceiling is for Dragon Man. Could be number 5, could be number 6. Either way, it's not number 8. Wow. Ooh, DRC says, I think like Weapon X, Black Ice Store Scarlet Witch should have an asterisk.
That's a very valid point.
All right, I will put the asterisk in. I still think that way more than...
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more people that have the sigil than spent however many hundreds of dollars for Weapon X. But that's a valid point.
Well, we have ourselves a closer poll finally. Several of you have said that this is where you think Dragon Man's ceiling hits and that you're still going Diablo here. I gotta say, Diablo is almost underrated at this point, given his utility, his pre-fight abilities, and just the overall functioning alcoholic part of him. Oh, but it's going back and forth. Now it's 50-50 through 40 votes. Oh, this is what we love about this system. Makes it fun. Get in here if you're watching this and vote. Obviously, if you're watching this after the fact, thanks for clicking on a random video with a bunch of polls that you couldn't do live. I appreciate it. Mama, how many stores did you go to today?
I don't know, a lot.
Math is hard.
What?
Math is hard.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time in the Nike store, the North Face store.
Ooh. Did you find any good deals?
I did.
Yes. Did you find everything you were looking for?
I'm not done, but I did put a good dent in the old shopping.
Are you saying that you put such a good dent in there, you put a Harvey dent?
Harvey Goldwater?
I've never said that phrase in my life like that, but I was proud of myself. Even though you're going to have some people who are like, that's a DC reference and this is a Marvel channel. How dare you?
Blasphemous.
This is like mixing Protestants and Catholics.
Forsooth.
Back to 50-50 through 44 votes. Y'all, this is the closest poll we've had all week. Diablo takes the first 2% lead for himself of there. Remember, Dragon Man started up 10%. The Diablo's had some late additions. If you're on the fence and you're worried Diablo is going to get jumped in this poll, you can only thank yourself. And now it's back to 50-50. Wow. Oh. I know this probably doesn't have a lot of replay value if you're clicking on this video after the fact and you're just seeing kind of how this poll is formed. But in the moment, I think it's really captivating. It's a unique thing that my channel does. We form this system, and it's trial and error. We're constantly adjusting. We form this system as a group, and I think that makes it more valuable. And there it is. 8% with 52 votes in is the threshold to cut it off. Diablo keeps number 5.
Very nice.
I'm feeling pretty good about that. A lot of late votes. Okay, so now we will do the final couple polls. Based off of the top 2 honorable mentions that we had and the bottom 2 here. Sorcerer Supreme. Long shot. Good guy Kai. Another $5 holla. Thank you so much. All right. This was from 2 months ago. These were the bottom 4. Good guy Kai says, the way I look at it as almost like every champion is good in quest, side quest, alliance war, but not every champion is good in battleground. So that means more also put the shark up. Oh man, the shark, you're gonna be on the wall. How do you feel about that? It's a big deal. Shark in the water, eagle in the sky. All right, because
Sure is.
I'm gonna make a third row to make this happen because this is gonna take a full row just for this name. This is hilarious. That is almost
an entire row.
Yeah, that is almost 3 names long, worth of just one name at the bottom. That is hilarious. Chris Witter, we got your hood in there. Wiccan and Hood jumping up. Ooh, okay, so what we've got to do now, this is drama. We've got to do a head-to-head, and then we might end this series of polls seeing how far they can climb. Oh, this is fun. All right, so we're gonna end this poll. Just do Wiccan versus Hood straight up for the number 9 best mystic. They took the top 2 spots, and then the winner, we'll see how far they climb. That sound good, everybody? Hopefully. And then we'll open some crystals. I can't tell you how many times like I've been debating just sending out a message and being like, I am too tired to broadcast and do these polls tonight. And then it's like, you all are a shot of adrenaline because the fun, the drama, the controversy, the generosity. It's like an MCOC soap opera. It just wakes me up. I don't even drink coffee. This is my coffee.
I'm not even drinking a Dr. Pepper.
What? That's another reason why you'd love Texas. The rivers are just flowing with Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Dr. Pepper is the king.
You know what they call it down here?
Pop?
No, that's Chicago streets. No, they call it the nectar of the gods.
Well, they're not wrong.
I knew you'd agree. So, Hood and Wiccan were just tied. And Steven commented a $10 holler, yes, build my wall. Also put the other Steven up there. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Steven. And other Steven. We have reached multiverse status. Even if one of the columns is basically just one name. Steven Martinez, you've been sponsored on the wall. How do you feel? That's another cool thing about this new tradition. You get people who never are able to donate, get their names up on the board for everybody to see. God.
It is nice.
How cool is this? Okay.
People are very generous.
Yeah, it just makes you feel better about the world. All right. Wiccan just flipped, and now the last thing we're going to do. This has been the rise of Dragon Man. But now we're going to see how high Wiccan's ceiling is. But you know, this is pretty commonplace, y'all. Wiccan is a little bit more common of a champion now, even though I'm sure a lot of you still don't have him, than he was 2 months ago. And so this is where you have like a new flame, aka Wiccan, versus a tried and true old reliable, aka Magic, who should be a 6-star by now. There you go. Wow. Also, should I use my awakening gem on Wiccan or save it for somebody else? That's a fun question.
It is a fun question. I don't know anything about Wiccan.
Chocoholic, I don't know if you were here when we voted, but Tigra lost pretty comfortably to Rintra. So, All right, 30% threshold. Wiccan jumps magic. Let's go to number 7.
Number 7.
Knocking Fuds. That's your same tone. Oh, man.
Anything that starts with an N.
Also, I promise I'm not saying this to, like, brag on myself. You all know I'm not very good at that. But I have framed in my house, like, from years ago when the biggest paper in Oklahoma did a story on me in my YouTube career. And I looked, and since that story hit, not only have I gained like 35,000 subscribers, but I've uploaded over 11,000 more videos.
Oh my God.
Vortex Discoveries. Thanks for the vids, Prof. Keeping me sane while dealing with super COVID flu 5,000. Wait, do you have one of those rare everything tests positive on a test and they don't even know what it is? Like the potluck of viral viruses? That's the worst. I'm sorry. I want you to go viral, but not orally. Internet phrases. Vortex Discoveries. We have a very nice wall. Legacy says I have as many videos as she has subscribers. Wow. All right. This is where the community has said Wiccan's ceiling is. So, to recap, we have Dr. Doom, Black Widow Clairvoyant, Rintra, Tigra, Diablo, Dragon Man, Black Iso Store, Scarlet Witch, Wiccan, Magic, and Hood. And for those of you watching, you get to take part in a really special bonus poll. So, stay tuned. Otherwise, thanks for watching. It's the rise of Wiccan and Dragon Man this week.
Good night.